What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to another episode of Painting Snippets. I'm literally carrying straight on from the last one. I'm still finishing my coffee. When last we spoke, I was putting on these cold ones onto their bases. Cold One Cavalry. I think they look pretty awesome. I'm pretty, stoked with those. So I get these guys built up and done. 1, 2, I've got 3 of those there. I've got this one here. Oh yeah, and that base, which I was messing around with. Need to get the base off the thing. It's all about the base, apparently. Put that over there, shall we? I'm trying not to make a mess, and I'm making loads of mess everywhere here. What's going on? Right. Okay. Let's head down to the Citadel mat a bit more, so that you can, I don't know, just see. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a, I don't know, sort of a half and half of me and the work surface, or a little bit of both. A little bit of both. So that's the one I built last time. I'll wait for him to dry a bit more. And let's get on with cutting out some more. This is amazing. Right, so let's cut him out. And then we can get him built. This is 2004 sprue. Wow. Old school for me. Right. Okay. I quite like the feel of the plastic. I love the Citadel plastics. I really do. I notice sometimes on a couple of their board games the plastic feels a bit different. It could be me just being not noticing something, or being a bit weird on it. Sometimes because the colour's different, but sometimes they tend to feel a little bit more brittle. I like these grey plastics the best. That's just my preference. Anyway, still with the fantasy here. Oh, these are really cool. They've got like little plant things under his feet here, and that's part of what holds him up onto the base. Very neat idea. Very cool. Like it. There's a dog barking in the background. This must be a neighbour's dog. Well, it isn't my dog. He doesn't bark like that. And my wife's at home anyway. She's finished work now, so she was supposed to be going out to do a set of nails. Someone she works with as a favour, because she used to be a nail technician. But it turns out they've tested, or their partner's tested positive for COVID, so she is not doing that now. Not doing that now, right, okay. Now I've seen how these go, it's not such a big deal anymore. It's because I was looking at sprues, I had no clue what they were. This is going to be exciting because next time I'm going to be doing the actual guys that sit on them. And that's pretty cool. When my friend comes down, he'll look at these and go, "Hey, aren't those the ones I sold you?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I finally built them." And I'll have painted them, and I'm thinking of repainting some of these. I think it's because it's cold. The glue is taking a while to dry. That's okay. So yeah, so my fantasy journey then has begun. It's truly begun. But I'm going to need your guys' help with different things because I know nothing about it. I had, and I think I've still got some skeletons in a box somewhere. I think they were Tomb Kings, just because I like skeletons. And I was going to do I'm going to be doing a role-playing campaign based on undead and things like that as like the main focus of like the story. Like villagers are being bothered by undead from a nearby. Well, they don't know where they're coming from. They'll be coming from like a nearby tomb or something. And I thought the skeletons, the old Warhammer skeletons, they're very hard to come by now. Exceedingly hard unbuilt. But they look good. You still get some Hero Quest ones and others. You can get Reaper ones. They just don't look as... They don't have the same sort of character, I don't think. You know... Yeah, the old ones look way better. But I've got some of those somewhere. And but now I'm thinking, well, I want to use them for my Warhammer army. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? See, I don't know what they're called in Age of Sigmar, the skeletons. Is it Grave Lords, Grave Souls? I don't know. I have no idea if that's even anything to do with them. But I've seen some skeleton-looking things like that. I just don't know what's going on with the fantasy side anymore. But one thing's for sure, if they do this old world Warhammer stuff, they're bound to do some sort of hopefully magazine like I showed in, was it the last video? Get started, or maybe even a box set of some sort. That'd be cool. Because they did that with the Horus Heresy with Betrayal at Calf, so I'd get the box set for sure. Do you know, I wish I had gotten into Warhammer years and years ago, and I had the Island of Blood starter set. Do you know, you can still get that unopened, but they're hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It's like, whoa. I'm not that rich. I wish, right? Yeah, I wish. His head's the wrong way. It needs to be more like that. Yeah, that's good. So that's that one built. That's that one built. Right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. What time are we on here now? 9 minutes in, and I've built one. That's good. Let's get another one. Let's get another one out here. Now I'm getting into it. It's pretty easy, these. Ditch the old sprue. Let's take these bases out of the way. They're in my way. Yeah, the plastic glue is taking a while to fix on these bases here, so why I don't know. suppose you could use super glue. I don't like that. You use super glue on plastic, sometimes you get that sort of misting effect going along the plastic, that sort of white cloud. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Right. Okay. Yeah, but I think if I had a old school Warhammer fantasy army, I quite like Lizardmen, actually. Quite like them a lot. I like those big ogre things as well, those giants. I don't know if I'd have an army of them because they're pretty expensive too. But I might have, nice to have one, just because you could use that in role playing too, as a giant. You get giants in D&D, you know. You know. Oh, this is my last day off and back to work tomorrow, so a bit meh about that. Working all weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 9 hours Saturday, 9 hours Sunday. Yeah. And then I'm working Monday and Tuesday, I think, as well. Yeah, it's a bit sometimes. I've done the long night shift week 2, which is the worst one for me. I know I shouldn't be talking about this because this is painting snippets. I don't talk about my life in painting snippets, so forget what I said. Don't edit these though, so what's done is done. Just saying, I'm enjoying myself right now, and I don't want it to end. Because this is something different for me. It's something new. And fantasy got such good and cool miniatures. Oh, I've also got a box of fantasy dwarves unopened, which I've had for years too. I bought it from an old like gaming store, like one of those stores you go in and they've still got all the old stock of everything. It's all dusty and, you know, and it's like they're not with the times sort of thing. But yeah, it was a good price. I thought I'm probably just trying to get rid of it. It was on the floor with a box of Elves, I believe, which I went back and they'd gone, sadly. I should have picked them up as well, but didn't have the money at the time. I thought I'll go for Dwarves. Choose one. I'll choose Dwarves. Because I thought, well, Elves, I'm not that entirely sure about. Oh, I think I've also got some Dark Elves somewhere that my daughter bought me a while ago. Well, it's just bits, really. Someone's bits box. That was like in a carrier bag. She went to DevCon, I think, a couple of years ago, and they were in there. So yeah. Right, these are ready to glue. These heads, it's curious how their heads are in two separate pieces, but I suppose you get used to the way sprues go together. The bits go together on certain models, and I suppose they'd be different for fantasy. Just not used to it, that's all. Yeah. I'm having so much fun with this. What time am I on? 15 minutes. I don't know how my friend Jamjar does these half hours because I want to do more all the time. I get to the end and I'm like, oh, I want more. I could do something in the future a bit longer. Of course, these could go on the bench in the fullness of time, and they will be painted that way. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Got one more to assemble. Let's get him done before I have to pack up for the day. And this is good. Then after this, I'm going to go in and enjoy a cup of coffee with my wife and chat with her about stuff, because I enjoy that. Don't get to see her very often. She was due to be going out today, so that's why I planned to be doing this, you see. So and obviously I would have been doing it longer had she gone. But as she's not now, that means we get to spend some time together. So if anybody's got any questions they'd like to ask me for P&Q for my birthday special edition, I like doing them. I really do, as you probably know. It's hobby, isn't it? Used to be my favourite series to make once upon a time. These painting ones are my favourite now, because I get to talk and ramble, and I get to do hobby, and it makes it not so lonely. You know, you get that if you're on your own. And I'm one of these people. I know some of you like to listen to music or audiobooks. I can listen to an audiobook sometimes, doing this, but for the most part, I prefer not to. If I'm going to watch anything, it'll be a paint-along video. That truly is what I enjoy the most. Paint-along videos. Right? And so I like making them. Ooh, yeah, I like making them. In the old days, of course, it was just a case of watching other people's paint-along videos, but there was never enough of them, so I thought, in the end, do you know what? I'll do them. They're not making them enough for me. I'll do my own. And now, of course, I can do as many as I want, which is great. So that's the thing on these models, and you're not used to them as well. You have to kind of learn where all the mould lines are again, don't you? Because when you get to know a model, like say a Space Marine, you know where the mould lines are, you know where they're going to be, if anywhere, where the worst culprit places are. But when you're on a new model, it's all brand new. There's a mould line on this guy's claw. No, I can't tell whether my friend took the mould line off. Looks like he might have done a couple of them. Or whether the paint's just so thick. Yeah, I think the paint's so thick there. That's alright. Just gotta be aware. Okay, what time have we got? 90 minutes. Oh, guys. We're against the clock. That's okay. Yeah, but fantasy, man. What I used to like about fantasy when I was at school, I used to see sometimes you get a white dwarf or something, walk past the shop to see all these amazing miniatures. Usually dwarves were very well and intricately done. I think, wow, that's just so cool. Time for the mold line remover. Doesn't take no prisoners. Haha, there we go. There again. Mark. Left the mold line on there. Ah, dear. What am I going to do with you, eh? Alright. That's alright. I'll maybe get some more of these if I can. I bet you can't get hold of these anymore. Or they're very hard to come by. That'll be great getting these built. What is going on? Something going on in next door's shed, I think. The reason I take the mold lines off of this part of the tail that you can't see here, because it looks like, well, I have discovered that it gives a better surface for the glue to adhere to. So little things like that, once you get to know the model, get used to it. And I'm already getting used to it. It's going to be interesting. So next time, guys, I'm going to be doing the riders, whatever they're called. What are they called? Just Lizardmen. So you get 8 miniatures in this pack. Because the instructions are not that detailed. It's only once you start putting them together yourself that you see why. It's probably because you can put the bits together in, you know, pretty much any order. Whereas models today tend to be like, well, this has to be done here, connected to here first, and then you can do that. Whatever. Okay, we have built them. Built them, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look over the one I've done here first. See if there's any other mold lines I can get rid of. Just to make it a bit even better, you know. Some of them, true, they're in areas where you wouldn't really see it. You're really not going to see that. Let's see to it anyway, shall we? We'll also score the contact points. Yeah, so I'm excited. Also, it's my birthday coming up, so I'm getting some 40k stuff on my birthday, which I'm super excited for. I am. Some stuff I wouldn't normally be thinking of buying, and that's all good, real good. Can I? Yes, it looks like. Right, poly cement. Come on in, poly cement. Come on, poly. There we are. So that's good. Just tidying these up a little more whilst I'm waiting. Really, that's all it is. Yeah, I'm enjoying doing these painted snippets over here. I've got my heater on, but it's not as near to me as it would be if I was doing it on the bench. But I can actually feel it a bit, so that's good. That is good. Once again, I'm going to score these contact points here. Can I glue him onto there? That would be a fine thing if I could. I'm gonna go for it. Because if I put sand on his base, you're not gonna see it anyway. So I'm just holding him down for a bit there. Ooh, that looks like it could be working. Yeah, we like this. We like this a lot. So who'd have thought? Be doing this. I never thought I'd be doing this till recently. I've always wanted to get these guys done anyway. Now I've started them, I will finish them. So there won't be any excuse. No excuses here. So the glue's not drying that well at the moment. It could be because of how cold it is, I don't know. But that's okay. Not that bad actually for mould lines. Do you know, oh, let's score that. Do you know these Humber poly cement things I've got? Ooh, we're nearly at the half hour. They're leftovers from a when I used to do the stall. I was not big enough to be opening up a hobby shop, but hobby stall at fates and things, you know. Let's just glue that down. I've got to be mega careful with these because it's so soft with the glue here. Like I say, you won't notice these slot ones once I get the sand on it. Right, I'm going to base this one up as well, and then I'm calling it a day here because it's got to be around about half an hour. I can go a couple of minutes over the time, I know that. It's not like I'm limited to anything on a memory card or anything, but I want them to be half an hour long. Or half hour short, whatever way you want to look at it. Right. To the base. I like Humbrol poly cement. These tubes are great. I used to have loads of them. Obviously, it was my stock. I was considering selling them on eBay. I thought, do you know what? I'm in the hobby. I'm going to use them. I've only got a couple left now. I think that might even be the last one. No, I might have another one actually. I was using for Flames of War. There! Right, let's pop the lid on my glue. And the glasses go off. The lid on this glue. And the cap on my Army Painter cutters. I don't know why I'm saying it out loud, but cap on my hobby knife, Citadel, old school. Yeah. So look, I've done those. Hey, and it is for these. This is what I am building, and will be painting. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So thanks very much, guys. Please do give the video a like, thumbs up if you like it. It helps me big style, really. And share it if you can. Yeah, if you don't like it, just give it a thumbs down. You know, somebody's going to. Whatever. It helps the YouTube algorithms, though, you know. So please do whatever you feel is best. And yeah, I will see you guys on another video. Remember, all brushes lead to war, because we're using our brushes to paint up these models. And it's all fantasy. It's cool. I'm excited. Fantasy. See you on, guys. Bye for now.